So many of us are excited about the Lenovo Legion Go PC handheld that will be released exactly a week today. Here are the final 3 key takeaways from people who've had hands-on time with the device so we can get some great insights, including a look at the Legion glasses, a great take on the Go's cooling system, and one preview's solution to the heaviness of the Go. So let's dive straight in and start with our YouTuber tech hero that is Dave2D. And in our previous part 1 and part 2 key takeaway videos, it was highlighted how the massive size of the Go was a drawback, but Dave actually interestingly feels it's a positive.
This product, I feel like, is just at the cusp of it. It still feels very comfortable, but there's something about the way that this interacts with the positioning of your hands. It just feels chunkier than I expected. And I think it's just because it's a large device. It's bigger than the Steam Deck and it's a lot bigger than the ROG Ally. And this feels, by comparison, like very svelte and small, but it is not as comfortable to hold because the grips just, they don't have that ergonomic feel to it. When you have big grips like this that like extend out the bottom and flare out, it's just like a nice kind of, it's a good feel. And the Steam Deck and the Legion Go have it. Ally doesn't quite.
Dave was absolutely in awe of the fact that the FPS key feature of the Go transforms this handheld into a unique and innovative mouse that no other handheld has even thought of.
That now it's a mouse, and I'm moving it around like a regular mouse. And at first, it is very weird. When I first connected it up, I was like, what am I looking at? Like, how am I even supposed to use this? But you pick it up, you start moving it around, and within like 30 seconds, it just makes sense. You're just like, okay, I think I get how this works. And when I use this now, like I've been using this for a week at this point, so I'm like very comfortable with it. I actually think I could maintain Master's rank in Overwatch on this mouse. It would be tough. I'm not gonna say that this is as good as a regular mouse, but it's very, very good. And the fact that this comes built into the system, like with this little mouse holder thing, but the fact that it's built into this product that was originally a handheld, right? This didn't come, when you first saw this, you did not even recognize that this was a mouse. It's a freaking mouse that's connected to this handheld system. It is wild.
Dave, however, was not a big fan of the D-pad, noting how he felt it was inferior to the Steam Deck and ROG Ally's D-pads, which could be an important factor for those of us who play a lot of fighting and old school retro games.
The D-pad, however, is not my favorite. So this has a very audible click when you click the different positions, like. And for one, it's a little bit noisy, but I also don't like that mechanism for the games that I play. So if I play Street Fighter 6 with this thing, it doesn't feel great. I feel like a lot of the combos just don't connect the way that I'm used to using this D-pad. But I think it's just a very subjective, preferential thing. Some people like these D-pads. I personally don't. I like my D-pads like the silent, kind of smoother mechanism, like the stuff that you see on the Steam Deck. These D-pads are a little more forgiving. They're just a little bit softer. They're still tactile, but they're not like super loud in that sense. Same with the Ally. Like this has a, it's got like that circular Xbox style. But yeah, the one on the Legion Go, this is definitely more clicky and just like a stiffer feeling kind of D-pad.
Next, let's see what PC World had to say with their hands-on. It was fascinating to see them compare the sheer bulk of the Go to the Steam Deck, ROG Ally and the OLED Switch, which looked like a newborn baby in comparison.
First up, I'm going to compare it to the trusty old Valve Steam Deck here. I've got my Steam Deck, and you can tell it's just a little bit wider than the Steam Deck here, and looking at it from this angle, just a little bit taller. When talking about the actual, looking at the screen here. If we go this way, and yeah, it is just a little bit wider this way as well. So not too far off of what the Steam Deck has, but it is definitely the largest handheld that I've used to date. Next up, let's show it off against the ROG Ally, which is definitely starting to slim down a little bit. And especially for the height, we can kind of feel that's probably a good, that's maybe a ½ inch taller when laying flat like that. And then if we can kind of compare it here, yeah, we get almost an extra inch on top. I think maybe this is a better way to show it off. Last but not least, just for reference, not that it's one-to-one comparison, but here's a OLED Switch. It just looks like a baby. It looks like a baby compared to this Lenovo Legion Go.
One of our great viewers, Veos Bartsokas, asked about the Lenovo Legion glasses, and PC World were one of the very few early previewers who actually discussed them in all of these hands-on videos.
This is another thing they're showing off. I'm just going to quickly mention is the Lenovo Legion glasses. This gives you a heads-up display. I've used something similar to this, but we have 1080p screens that come in at an angle here, so when you put it on, it's supposed to look like you're looking at a large screen TV, but it's just hanging out on your face. So this is kind of a separate optional accessory, and it is nice that the Lenovo Legion Go has 2 ports, because then you can continue to charge while maybe using the glasses accessory.
I was really impressed with PC World's thorough hands-on time with the Go, and another fascinating insight that no other YouTube preview that I've seen mentioned was the cooling system. This is particularly important as other PC gaming handhelds like the ROG Ally and the still unresolved SD card issue have struggled with.
We see the venting on the back. I did shine a flashlight in there. It's kind of hard to see right now, but there is one fan that's placed right here, which would make sense because that's why the exhaust is here. And then the other one is just open grill holes to allow for some more passive air. When I was playing the one game, I did kind of put my hand over the back, and I did feel a lot of fresh air being pulled in by the actual fan on this side, and it actually wasn't too hot to the touch. Once again, I couldn't configure the game or choose a different game. It was just Forza Horizon 5. It was playing quite well, and the device was not getting too hot to the touch. So I think the cooling in here is going to be quite adequate.
A big question that we all have with the Go is the battery life, and our final key hands-on takeaway from the Tech Chap seems to think that the Go will last up to 4 hours in performance mode.
As for the all-important battery life, well, they didn't give me any specific figures. All I know is that we have a 49.2 watt-hour cell inside, which is about 20% bigger than the Steam Deck and the Ally. So if I were to guess, we're looking at probably 3.5 to 4 hours of higher-end gaming in performance mode. But this is of course something I'll test properly in my full review.
The Tech Chap also had an interesting solution that he will use due to the sheer weight of the Go.
And considering the whole thing weighs 854 grams, or just 214 grams for the controllers, I would definitely be tempted to use it like this more often.
The full reviews of the Go will be released any moment now, so make sure you're subscribed, hit the bell notification button and like too, so you don't miss out on any of the insights and analysis that we'll be unpacking right here on the channel, because you guys are awesome. And I'd love to hear what you think of these final Legion Go hands-on previews. Are you planning to get the Go, or are you very content with your ROG Ally or Steam Deck? Let us know in the comments. And as a little extra bonus for watching right to the end of the video, I'd love to share this awesome quote. "My life is not perfect, but I am thankful for everything I have. Life may never be completely how we want it to be, but if we have a grateful attitude, then that really helps us to focus on what we do have. So stay encouraged today, guys." And check this video out if you want to see part 2 of the 5 key takeaways from the Legion Go previews. Listen, I appreciate every single one of you great viewers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.